Hello, AVID scholars. Before we really get into our distance learning, I want to go over these digital expectations and rules. Some of this you could already see posted from the district, but I just refined it a little bit for AVID. We want to work on understanding the expectations of digital learning, how to seek help from our teachers, and how our teachers are going to take attendance. So all school expectations apply in distance learning. The way learning is happening, but digital etiquette is just as important as ever before. Feel free to watch this this video to help you understand the rules of netiquette, etiquette on the net and the internet. All White Bear Lake area school students need to practice good digital citizenship. When you are working online, ask questions related to the topic. Be kind and respectful. Think twice before you type and post. Check for grammar and spelling. Be understanding of mistakes. It's really important to pay attention to your grammar and spelling because someday you're going to have a job where when you're working online, it's really important that you use correct grammar and spelling. Occasionally, we will host a Google Meet with class. When there is a Google Meet, be sure to be respectful. We'll host the Google Meet once or twice a week. We will post the code and the time in Google Classroom. Be sure you mute your microphone and only unmute it when it is your turn to talk. You can choose if you want your camera on or off, and you can use the chat if you prefer to chat rather than talk. So each day, make sure you log into Google Classroom or Schoology where information is going to be posted. You want to look for the daily announcement and respond to the announcement in the stream, and then go to classwork to see if there are any specific assignments or activities. So in your first hour teacher is taking attendance. So make sure you know how your first hour teacher wants to take attendance. You have the entire day to check in the class, and then the teacher will mark the attendance for the next day. You can find my plan for the week will be under Distance Learning 2020. So anything that we're going to do, all the links, everything will be there if you would like to move ahead or you can see what's happening every week. Now, you are going to have to come up with a plan or an organizer to stay organized. As of right now, we're not necessarily going to be doing planner checks or binder checks. It's going to be difficult to do that because this is kind of a new area. So we, AVID teachers, have created a digital planner organizer for you. Now, if you would prefer to organize your life with a paper and pencil, that's fine, but you need to include the times when you will study, what you need to do in each class, and what you still need to do if you don't finish everything. Okay, so the weekly planner organizer will also be in this Distance Learning 2020 for now. If this starts to get too full, I might make another category. But here's what it looks like. We did Monday the 30th for you. So you need to make a to-do list. Like, what do you have to do in AVID? You have to answer the daily question and you have to watch this video. That's it. Here's what you have to do in math and science and language and lit and gym and social studies. So for each of your classes, every day, you need to write down what you need to do in the to-do list, okay? You also need to write down the time. When are you going to do your schoolwork? Are you going to work from 10 to 12? Are you going to work from 4 to 6? Are you going to work from 7 to 8? Again, if you would prefer to do something like this on paper, that's fine, but you need to include the times, the to-do, and then the last component, which I apologize, it got cut off, is what didn't you get done that you still need to complete. So this document is going to be due at the end of the week on Friday. If you would rather use a different format, then you just need to take a picture of it and send it to me. I'll go over this a little bit more tomorrow as well. Grades. Assignments are still going to be graded in all your classes. You will see grades posted in Skyward. I talked to you about how teachers are going to take attendance. Again, when you're practicing online, just make sure you use good manners, be respectful, don't post anything not related to the topic, don't use it to have a conversation. If we have a Google Doc, just be nice and respectful. So I am available every day and I can get back to you whenever, but the best times to get hold of me are from 10 to 12 or then 1 to 3. You can email me, you can request a Google Hangout or a Google Chat or request a phone call, and I will be very online at those times. Ask the teacher. In Google Classroom, you'll see a category, Ask the Teacher, and this Google Doc allows you to type specific questions that I can answer. We can all edit this document, so let's just all remember to be respectful and appropriate. Please remember to be reading 30 minutes a day. That's the most important thing you can do. I've posted some documents of where you can find books to read. I will, once we get going with this, I will give you some optional enrichment activities as well. That's it. I hope that this answers your questions about how distance learning works. Thanks, everyone. I'm excited to connect with you online.